Whew. Hey guys, clearly I've been shopping, and I actually just got back from Chapters Indigo and I picked up a few items. Everything was on sale, so I figured I should show you guys what I purchased. I don't think a lot of people know that Chapters Indigo has quite a few nice pieces in their plant section, so I'm gonna show you what I got and also give you an update on this Monstera elbow that was I used like a DIY moss pole type thing. So I'm going to show you how it looks now and why I'm not going to be using it anymore, and I'm actually going to switch over to a moss pole, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to keep that moss pole moist. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, so let's get into my haul. Now this I was actually really excited about. Now this is a Terracotta self-watering planter. They have two sizes. This one in particular is the 8-inch, and I grabbed this one because I'm going to actually repot this guy into here, and that fits perfectly. So this is going to be its new home, and like I said, it is self-watering. So it does have holes on the bottom here and this little container. Now I am deciding whether or not I want to use a wick, because self-watering pots typically need some sort of wick to keep the substrate wet. It's just that the holes aren't that big, so I'm gonna have to look and see if I have any of those cotton strings so that I could use as a wick in here. But in any case, I love this. This is a great find. I think this is on sale for $25, and like I said, there's two sizes. The one that I have is an 8-inch. They do have a 6-inch, and they do have like just the regular terracotta color. This one I just wanted a different color for aesthetic reasons, but this will belong to the Monstera elbow over here. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, I did purchase these two items right over here. Now, they didn't come as a set. I wish that they did, so I had to buy them separately. The only thing that came as a set was these two items right here. Now, this vase I grabbed because, one, it was on sale. It was $20.50, but it's a different type of vase, and I don't have anything like it, which is why I grabbed it. And I grabbed this one in particular because this lid will fit over top of it, and how you use it is very easy. All you want to do is just grab your flowers and just put them in the different size holes, and it's going to help rearrange your flowers in a certain way and keep it that way. Now I do know that you can DIY this by using tape and kind of like going across horizontally and then vertically, and it's going to create these little pockets for you, but I just want something aesthetically pleasing. So this is gold and frosted, and yeah, so that's why I grabbed these two items right over here. And this was also on sale as well. The regular price was $19.50. I think I paid like $16, I think. Not much of a sale, but still saving. And the last item that I got is this self-watering terracotta spike. Now, I'm actually going to use this for my moss pole. Now, hear me out. I know that, well, we all struggle with keeping our moss pole moist. And I've seen on Instagram some people were putting like a squeezy bottle upside down into their moss pole, and personally for me, that's not exactly aesthetically pleasing. So I figured I'm gonna find something that is cute and put it in. I specifically chose these guys because it matches the aesthetics that I'm going for right now, and I think this has 3. The other one is a little bit bigger, and it comes in a set of 2. So I grabbed the smaller one, and there you go. This is what they look like. You just put them in and fill this up with water, and then when you're, I guess either your plant or your moss, when it needs it, it'll just drip down. And that is how I am going to keep my moss pole moist. Now another good option is using one of those glass spikes as well, but like I said, I just wanted something that was a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I didn't like that it had like this, it's either like a globe or some sort of animal or inanimate object, and I just wanted this to be discreet. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to be using this in a moment. But yeah, this was actually a pretty good deal, I think, because it was regular $29.50, and I think I don't have it. I didn't pay $29.50 for sure, but I do know you can find some self-watering spikes on Amazon. If I can find a few for you, I'll just link it down below. And yeah, that was what I had purchased today. It's a lot of running around, but I was in a shopping mood. Now I guess we're gonna get right into this Monstera elbow over here. Okay, so here is my Monstera elbow, and a few months back I had decided to do this lazy moss pole situation so that the aerial roots can kind of anchor itself into the moss and you know, put out bigger leaves for me. Well, it's been several months now and this plant has given me no leaves. The roots are fine, everything looks good. Like, I see juicy roots over here, there's really no issues. The moss pole is doing its thing. You know, I do see, I hope you can see, the aerial roots are starting to really dig itself into here, but no new leaves. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the vinyl that I used. Maybe I needed plastic. I don't know, but all I know is that I don't like it. Hasn't done anything for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch this out into a moss pole. Now what I am actually gonna do as well is repot this plant into this terracotta pot that I had just purchased, and yeah, I'm just gonna use this. Now currently right now this plant is in a plastic container that it's like a chunkier mix, right? But the thing is I find that when you're using terracotta pots like this, it's gonna be wicking away moisture, and I like the idea that this is self-watering and that it can be self-watering if I were to put a wick in here, because that means that I can be a little bit more heavy-handed with the soil, so I don't have to switch up the soil so much so that it holds on to moisture. I'm just gonna put it over here, add some dirt, and give it a moss pole. So I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and do that, and then I'll be back to show you how I'm going to install this moss pole and use these as well. So I'll be back. Okay, I wanted to pop in really quick to show you guys the roots on this thing. So I think the reason why my plant wasn't giving me leaves is because it spent all its energy in rooting for me here. So these are all roots. Not what I had wanted. I think that DIY moss pole, like the lazy pole, is great if you are trying to air layer. Like, these roots are perfect for if I were to just cut it right now, but I didn't want to cut this. I want it to just keep growing and flourish for me. So I am going to continue taking out all these little moss here and try to anchor it on its new pole, and yeah, I'll pop back in a moment. Also, before I go ahead and use this pot, I did find a string. So here it is, and I just like put it through here so that way it can wick water up and keep the plant, I guess, moist. And like I said, I prefer to do it this way just because I know that terracottas wick away moisture, so it'll dry out way faster. So yeah, this is why I'm doing it this way. So I'll be back again. So here is the plant all potted up, and it's looking quite nice actually. And I'm pretty excited about this watering spike, self-watering spike, because I really hope it works. I feel like it will work just because if like one of those squeezy bottle works for a moss pole, this will be just fine too. I just wanted something that was a little bit more aesthetically pleasing and that it matched. See how it matches the pot as well. So the instructions say to fill this up every 2 to 2.5 days. I have no idea if that's what it's going to be for the moss pole. I'm just gonna check in on it every now and then and just top it off whenever it needs to be topped off. And doing it this way is way easier, to be honest, than missing the pole or what have you. But yeah, my plant is all potted up. Hopefully I can report back with some new growth, because it hasn't done anything other than root for me down here. But yeah, that was my haul, and this is how I'm going to keep my moss poles moist. So hope you guys enjoyed that video, and hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.